Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing great. Can hear me okay? My name is John Thompson, and tonight I want you to discover how this brand new network marketing company has positioned itself to be the next power elite of MLM. That's me again, John Thompson. That's my beautiful fiance, Olivia, and that's us hanging out in Las Vegas. We basically do what we want, when we want, for as long as we want, because we have an optimized vehicle producing results for our efforts. And in this presentation tonight, you'll discover how the number one position network marketing company is on the rise, and how you can ride what people are calling the biggest wave in MLM history. In July of 2011, a company was formed by the name of Ariix. The founders had a simple, clear, and powerful vision of what they wanted to create, a company that put distributors first, had legendary training and product divisions that would truly change lives. Let me first start by saying tonight, guys, that this is not a new startup company. It is, however, a new company. You see, most of the time when people start shouting startup or ground floor opportunity, it usually means the company is in pre-launch and typically has a corporate team who has never owned and operated an MLM company before. Someone in the company might have made $100 million doing good business elsewhere or something like that, but that doesn't mean they really know how to run a successful network marketing company, which is totally different than a standard company. And just to let you know, that's not the case here. The company is new, so I guess you could call it a startup, but one thing is for sure, it definitely does not have startup experience. We have an extremely experienced executive team who has already helped build a $500 million network marketing company. In fact, it was the most well-run publicly traded MLM company on the New York Stock Exchange. Over the course of the corporate team's careers, they saw the good, the bad, and the ugly, all of what happens inside a lot of MLM companies and how disrespectful a lot of them are to the field of distributors. Now, I'm not saying that all MLM companies besides Ariix are bad, of course not. What I am saying is that somewhere along the way, a lot of them often lose sight of who actually brought them to such a high level of success. You. You see, companies will terminate their top distributors, they will modify compensation plans, and put families out of business. And when I say modify compensation plans, I don't mean to pay you more money. Yes, you, the hard-working distributor, excuse me, that actually gets these companies to $1 billion in sales, and they will just throw you to the curb like a piece of garbage. So our executive team saw a need to create a model company, a company that would be for the distributors. They created the Bill of Rights, which to me reads like the Declaration of Independence. They rewrote the policies and procedures and created a partnership instead of an overpowering corporate tyranny, which is how most policies and procedures by companies are written. Bottom line, Ariix is a company for the distributors. They put rules into place that don't allow the company to terminate distributors without approval by a panel of their peers. Wow, isn't that logical? I mean, if the corporate team screws up, do you get to terminate them? How about if they change the comp plan that leaves you with less income? Do you, the distributor, get to lower the pay of the corporate team, the CEO, the vice president? Yeah, right. So why isn't it fair to protect the distributor in the same way as what our corporate team asked? Now you might be thinking, why would a company terminate a high-level distributor that has built a huge team with hundreds or even thousands of reps and customers that makes the company tons of money? Come on, John, that never happens. And I understand you thinking of it this way, but let me show you in another scenario how profitable this can be to an MLM company. For example, what if you build hard for 5, 10 years and you build an income of 50, 100, or 250,000 a month or more, and you decide to do what every person who joins network marketing dreams of doing, retire. You go on a semi-retired lifestyle and maybe you keep in contact with your team and help out when you can, but for the most part, you're just enjoying the fruits of your labor and are kicking back somewhere, living your dream lifestyle off the residual income you built and so rightfully deserve. So you stop building, stop recruiting, and in other words, you basically stop playing ball. Now, I want you to look at this from the corporate level, and a warning, I am not saying that this is right. It is in no way right. I just want you to look at it from the corporate perspective. You as a network marketer are the marketing component in the wheel of their business model. That is what network marketing is all about. MLM companies don't pay for marketing, they pay you. So what would happen if you were the owner of Nike and you paid Kobe Bryant $10 million of advertising dollars per year to wear your shoes to generate sales, and then one day he just stops playing basketball? Game over. Because you can bet your bottom dollar that Nike isn't paying Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, or Tiger Woods any money if they stop playing. And these guys are the best in the world at what they do. So don't think just because you are an amazing network marketer that you are invulnerable to this type of situation. So isn't it in the financial interest of a network marketing company to terminate? With the example I just gave you, it really is. I mean, let's say a leader builds 10, 50, or 100,000 person organization. Now the company has to pay that person for doing that. So if they shoot that one person, you, and keep most of your team and all of the customers you brought into the company, they just saved $1.2 million per year in marketing costs if you were earning, let's say, $100,000 a month. And as they say in the business world, $1 million saved is $1 million earned. So if you were not currently recruiting, like if Kobe or Tiger stopped playing, you might be considered useless and an unnecessary expense to the company. And if you think I'm giving you an extreme rarely ever happens scenario, you'd be wrong. I personally know many network marketers this has happened to, men and women who spent years of their lives promoting their company and working their butts off to build their dream lifestyle, only to have it ripped away, putting them and their children's livelihoods at stake. Is this seriously what we all got into network marketing for? To have the ability to be fired? If that's all the security we get from network marketing, I think a lot of us just would have kept our day jobs, right? Another thing you see in the industry are companies changing from an MLM to a retail store, cutting off all of the distributor's income, all of it, and doing so with only giving a 30-day notification. This is freaking ludicrous, guys, and we should not put up with stuff like this. Think about that. You, the distributor, prove to the company that their products or services sell in the marketplace, and then they go and convert their company to a retail center? This is freaking crazy, makes me want to punch someone in the face, and I'm not a violent person. But really, companies using good, high-integrity, motivated people to build their companies for them knowing that they're going to strip their income away from them someday. It makes me sick. So when the team at Ariix started explaining these things and bringing to light all of what is wrong with the industry, how they'd be the company to change it, remold it, and make other companies catch up, and how they actually had the vision and the blueprint to execute that goal, I knew I had to be a part of it. So a little bit about our amazing corporate team who would never do any of this stuff to us. Our CEO, Fred Cooper. He left a $2.3 million position with his former company to become the CEO of Ariix. Other executives did the same, knowing that if Ariix was built based off the vision it had, it would be one of the biggest network marketing companies of all time. Why all the hype? I mean, doesn't every company say they're going to be the next heavy hitter in the industry? In a little bit, I'm going to show you why Ariix has the mojo to back it up. Because they've created what I like to call the millionaire mall concept, and I'll tell you a little bit more on that later. First, I want to talk to you about what the biggest missing link of the entire MLM industry is, and why the failure rate in network marketing is so astronomically high. And no, it's not what you think, what most people tell you. It's not the products, it's not the comp plan, it's not getting in first, and it's not even your sponsor. No, the number one thing that actually plagues this totally awesome industry is training. You see, in all honesty, you can sell absolute crap on the market if you have a good marketing plan and excellent salesmanship. You won't have very happy customers very long, and you'll probably have a horrible reputation pretty soon, but you will be able to sell some stuff for a while. And no, I don't care what anyone says, the products do not sell themselves, as some companies and uplines wish you to believe. And the compensation plan is not so good that you get paid by sharing the products with people and magically make millions of dollars. No, the key to any successful MLM business is training you, the distributor, how to invite people to look at the products or business, how to present it to them, and how to train others to do the same. It's really that simple, yet the training itself needs to be so powerful and tactful to create real duplication that it has to be taught so great on effectively, it has to be taught effectively on a very large scale. So that's where the master plan of Ariix came in. They thought, who else better to train the distributors of our company than the master trainer himself, the person who has consulted hundreds of companies and thousands of representatives on the skills required to succeed in network marketing. None other than the master himself, Mr. Tim Sales. So if you've been living under a rock and never heard of Tim Sales, you probably have if you've been in network marketing for any significant amount of time at all, and you probably own maybe one, if not probably all of his products, because once you buy one, you tend to keep purchasing. He's that good. In case you don't know anything about Tim, he was part of the U.S. Navy underwater bomb squad when he was introduced to network marketing. And with no special skills or talents at all, he trained himself how to invite, present, and teach the business model of MLM in a very effective way, I might add. In fact, in his first year, he reached over $20,000 a month in income. By year 2, $60,000 a month. And by year 5, Tim was raking in $150,000 a month with his business. And this was during a major economic recession. Since then, Tim has created the famous Brilliant Compensation DVD and online presentation system, which has like a quadrillion paid downloads, multiple training courses, consulted corporate leaders, and has spoke to crowds of thousands of distributors to coach them on how to succeed in the MLM industry. He's also the only person to ever be interviewed by Larry King on the legitimacy of MLM and what the difference between a pyramid and a real network marketing company actually is. Shortly after Tim's success, he saw a need to educate the MLM industry, so he basically retired and lived off his massive residual income that he built while he was consulting, creating products and training courses, and basically revolutionizing network marketing completely. So if you're wondering what got Tim out of retirement and back into building a new MLM organization, I can honestly tell you that it was Ariix. Tim knew that Ariix had so many things right with its vision and business model that it would change the MLM industry forever, also setting a new standard in network marketing. He then decided to take on the responsibility of being in charge of the training of Ariix representatives. And let me just tell you that his training is legendary, and your MLM university couldn't get any better than this. Both Tim and the management team of Ariix have dedicated the company and themselves to provide the very best training to distributors the network marketing industry has ever seen. And I don't take that statement lightly, seeing as who it is coming from, and neither should you. Tim took the best of all of his training courses and updated everything for the shift that is happening with marketing and the global economy, and created the revolutionary training system for Ariix reps only, the BOSS, which stands for Business Orientation System. Wow, a company actually has a business orientation system when someone gets started. It doesn't just tell you to go run out and talk to all your friends and family. This complete business system will train you and your team how to generate leads, sign up motivated business builders, get customers, and provide you and your team with a blueprint for success. Tim has even created inside this system blueprint done-for-you marketing campaigns. This will literally be push-button marketing and advertising campaigns tested and proven to generate leads so you never run out of people to talk to about your business. The BOSS basically solves every problem that faces network marketers. It's amazing. But the most important and beneficial aspect of the entire BOSS system is that it will train your team so you don't have to. Now, I'm not saying that you won't have to lift a finger. You're going to have to work and work hard. Nothing worth having comes easy, and that is especially true with making money. But not having to have the exact same conversations over and over again with each new rep you sponsor, not having to explain to rookie network marketers the basics of the business, how to generate leads, how to talk to people, close sales, etc. This is where the true power of the system lies. And if you guys have ever played the elephant game before with when you were a kid and you have a group of people in a room and you whisper something, a word into someone's ear, and then the next person, within like 3 or 4 people, it's totally changed what the first person actually said. This is what you need to take into consideration of why the system is so powerful. Have you ever noticed how most network marketing companies train people? Person A signs up person B signs up person C, and person C somehow ends up not knowing what's going on. It's exactly what I just said with the elephant game. It gets passed through and not taught effectively through each person of the downline. So with the BOSS, person A doesn't have to train person B on the basics. When person A signs up person B, and everyone who signs up goes to the original source of the information, which is Tim training the BOSS. So when you sign someone up, just send him or her to the BOSS and let the system do all the work for you. This is duplication at its finest. So now we've covered that Ariix will not only have the best training in all of MLM, but also the #1 trainer in the industry at your disposal for an enormously unfair advantage over your competitors. So earlier I told you I was going to unveil the mojo in the Ariix business plan to be able to make the bold claim of being the next power elite of MLM. I went over the corporate team and the extraordinary training we're going to have, and now I want to talk to you about what's going to make Ariix spread like wildfire and completely revolutionize the industry. The millionaire mall concept. Now, if you don't know how a shopping mall is designed, let me give you a quick illustration of what makes a high-end shopping mall so profitable. Malls are what are known as anchor stores, and these are typically high-end, large department stores or retail chains, companies like Nordstrom, Saks, Macy's, and these are traffic-generating tenants. In the middle of the mall are stores like Apple, Lululemon, GNC, and other small boutiques, and these are the stores that people pass by and typically through as they cross the mall from one anchor store to the next. So the anchor stores bring in the traffic and the majority of the revenue into the mall, and boutiques also generate revenue, but not enough on their own to justify setting up the mall without the anchor stores in place to draw in the masses. So this is how that would look. As you can see in this example, I have Nordstrom and Saks as the anchor tenants. We have Lululemon, GNC, Apple, and Abercrombie as the small boutiques, okay? So you might be thinking, John, I've heard this before. Companies have tried to do the whole mall concept in the past and it just doesn't work. Let me explain to you why. There are actually a couple of reasons that the mall concept hasn't worked in the past for other companies. #1, distributors were not trained how to build a mall concept company. You have to present this in a totally different way than a standard MLM. #2, the MLM company ended up designing a Walmart instead of a high-end shopping mall, which is a huge mistake. And #3, the company didn't know who they were, and this is a big one. So #1, I already explained earlier how important proper training is in determining your success with your MLM business, so I'm not going to beat the dead horse with this. But let me just say that if a company doesn't show its distributors how to present a multiple division company like Ariix and how to separate product demonstration and business opportunity, you are dead in the water from the very beginning. You can't be presenting to someone 2 completely different types of products or services at the same time. It doesn't work. The training and the marketing have to be extraordinary for this concept to work properly, or you will just end up spinning your wheels and going broke. So good thing we have Tim Sell's doing that for us. #2, designing Walmart. You see, Walmart is a store for everyone, and that's not a good thing in MLM. And that's because you have to specialize when selling higher-end goods or services like those that are sold through network marketing. A high-end niche type shopping mall is what you want and need, and that's what we have here at Ariix. For example, if you really love playing tennis or golf, you don't buy your racket and clubs from Walmart. Of course not. You go to specialized tennis and golf stores. Same goes for stereo equipment, musical instruments, or anything else important to people who want the very best in a specific niche. So in the past, companies who tried this mall concept had this catalog you opened up, And they'd say, yeah, we got this, that, and the other thing, but nothing is categorized or specialized in divisions. It was just company XYZ's general Walmart-like product catalog. The answer is multiple divisions. There's another thing that is a huge drawback that happens often in MLM that no one really wants to talk about. It's definitely in the back of everyone's minds, but still, no one says a word. And multiple divisions is the cure. It's called company saturation. And like I said, the multiple divisions concept fixes it all. What is company saturation and what is so bad about it? Glad you asked. First, I want to say that a company itself can never become saturated. It's not like everyone on planet Earth will be taking your products or utilizing your services. That would be way too awesome to actually ever happen. What becomes saturated is the company's name. For example, some guy discovers a magical fruit plant or rock and he takes it back home and has it tested. Come to find out, this fruit plant rock has more antioxidants, phytonutrients, and alien mind control resistant minerals than anything ever discovered in the universe. So he mixes a few things together and voila, we have a product to sell. He decides to sell his amazing creation to network marketing because this is a product that demands a story. And no 17-year-old supermarket bag boy is going to be able to do this product justice and be able to explain to Mrs. Jones why she must ingest this into her frail, aging body, and how this miracle product is going to keep her looking young and the aliens from controlling her mind. No, this product can't be sold through stores. It has to be sold through person-to-person, network marketing. You know what this is? It's simply a dramatization of the product and story and is the fast track to company saturation. Why? Well, for starters, the entire company is built on hype. Secondly, it's a one-product company, and that can create multiple issues. For example, someone comes out and says something bad about that one product on national TV, or a competing company comes out with an exact replica of that one product at half the price, or whatever else causes you to lose the customer off of that one product. Now that you've lost the customer on that one product, you've lost the customer completely because you're a one-product company. And the bottom line is one product equals one income stream. Another thing that causes company saturation is when they name the company the same name as that first flagship product they created. Why? Because now they have branded themselves to whatever that flagship product or service is. Now, if they ever even get around to adding more products or services, it's literally impossible to debrand themselves from that original flagship product. It's kind of hard to recruit new distributors when they have heard of this amazing product or service 1,000 times. You might know the feeling, I know I have. This is why Ariix created the multiple division mall concept. Company saturation will be virtually non-existent, at least to the lowest extent humanly possible. Here are some examples of divisions Ariix currently has and others it will be rolling out very soon. Healthy Body, nutritional supplements and skincare. Healthy Baby Academy, nutrition, prenatal, delivery, cleaning products. Healthy Home, non-toxic cleaning products, odor elimination, electricity. I love Healthy Home because retention rate with customers is very high. Healthy Pets, pure food, water, cleaning products, healthy finances, real estate stocks. I'm super excited about this one, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And Healthy Mind, personal development. We all have to develop our minds as entrepreneurs. All rolled into one healthy opportunity company, keyword there being opportunity company. This way we won't be branded as a coffee company, juice company, weight loss company. This will be a real opportunity company that will be the best products and services for each division that it's in. So the Ariix Mall, in the shopping mall concept, this is how it would look. So healthy skin and nutrition, you can see, are the big anchors, and this has been proven with multiple network marketing companies that skincare and nutritional supplements have proven to be billion-dollar product divisions on their own. So we have both of them, which is already cool enough. But we didn't stop there. We have Healthy Finances, Healthy Pets, Healthy Homes, Healthy Baby Academy, and these are our smaller boutiques. But here's the power in this. Check this out. You want to go after entrepreneurs. So let's say you want to go after financial planners. And financial planners necessarily, they work with money, retirement, and stuff like that, and maybe they don't want to sell a multivitamin or something. But they're willing to dive into real estate, tax savings, debt elimination, and healthy finance division. So you sign them up as a distributor and put them in, and they just go headfirst into healthy finances. They start getting customers in and work in that division. Maybe you're not interested in healthy finances, but now you're generating a solid income stream through healthy finances, and vice versa for that financial planner. Maybe his bread and butter is signing up other financial planners into healthy finances, but he still gets other network marketers and people involved, and he signs up a stay-at-home mom, and she's passionate about the Healthy Baby Academy, so she dives in there. So everyone's generating multiple streams of income through these divisions that they never would have wanted to really be in. And this allows you to recruit a much broader range of individuals that might have never joined your network marketing company if you were just weight loss or just juice or whatever. So what does this mean for you? It means more customers, more distributors, and more residual income. It's just a better, more solid business model. So as you can see, the supplements and skincare are the big anchors, like I said, which is why you see so many MLM companies that have these as their primary, most of the time, only lines of products. The reason for these being the big money makers are because, for one, they are daily consumables that people have to order every month. Second, they are in front of a large trend of people obsessed with looking better, feeling younger, and living a healthier lifestyle. Take the baby boomers, for example. This chart is the U.S. birth rates from 1940 to 1980. You need to introduce your product and service at the right time. One of the most critical elements in starting a successful business is timing. You don't just need great products, you also need to introduce them at the right time. So the right time is created by supplying a product or service to a large and expanding group of people, a phenomenon that we all know as a trend. When thinking about starting a business, it's helpful to consider what the trends are and how you can use them to your benefit. For instance, the most significant group of people creating trends in the marketplace today is the baby boom generation. Why is the baby boom generation, and who are they? Well, immediately following World War II, the men returned from war and started families. Between 1946 and 1964, 76 million babies were born in the U.S. and 1 billion babies worldwide. That was an 18-year boom in population growth. Why is the baby boom generation so significant to business owners? Because the baby boomers are not only the largest group of people in the world, they also control approximately 65% of all the money. So gearing your business towards them, towards the baby boomers, is probably a great way to position your business for success. So to help you visualize the economic impact of the boomers, picture a basketball, the boomers, moving through a garden hose, which would be the economy. They expand and reshape every industry that they go through. The first trend, baby food. Gerber became a household name by supplying baby food to this large group of new babies. You see, if you can predict where this basketball is going down the garden hose, you possess the ability to make a fortune. I'm going to give you some historical examples of the obvious buying patterns of the baby boomers. And so, like I said, it started with a company called Gerber back in 1940, who then were barely known, but by 1955, just 10 years after the boomers were born, they sold 1.8 billion jars of baby food. As the boomers took their first steps, it was Buster Brown and Kenny Shoes. And when the boomers went out to play, it was Mattel and Hasbro, who got rich providing toys to this enormous group of children. And in 1957, we built more elementary schools in the U.S. in 1 year just to handle the overflow than we did in any 12-year period before or after. As the boomers went through their teens, it was Dairy Queen, McDonald's, and KFC who became billion-dollar companies feeding the boomers. When the boomers moved through their 20s and 30s, in 1970s, what was the industry to be in? It was real estate. Why? Because the boomers heard one too many times, as long as you're living under my roof, you'll do as I say. So they wanted their own roof, which created a 15-year real estate boom. In fact, people are still talking about what a great time that was to be in real estate. Then what happened in the real estate market in the late 1980s? It began its decline. Why? Because the basketball had already moved through the real estate industry. Another example of this is the U.S. stock market. Several years ago, a stock market analyst was speaking on the radio saying he just couldn't believe the stock market had a 15-year rise. Notice the number 15 years keeps coming up? Anyone with a good understanding of the baby boomers could have seen this coming and profited from the recent stock market activity. So why does this year 15 keep coming up? Because the baby boomers were born between 1946 and 1964, so 18 years separates the front edge from the back edge, and that's a very important number for you to remember. If you look for trends on the front side of the basketball, you get a full 18 years for your products to be popular. That's the reason you study the nose of the basketball. So your business, no matter what your business is to be looking at what industries are expanding or what industries are about to expand. You shouldn't care how long you've been doing something or how long you've been in school to learn something. Are you in front of trends or not? Don't have a loyalty to something just because you've been educated in it or doing it for a long period of time, and that includes your network marketing company that you're in. So looking at the current trends, we basically have 1 billion people in their 50s and 60s, and since that's the case, which business do you want to be in? Well, let's look at some obvious current and future trends. Health and wellness is going to be a massive trend. The boomers do not like what aging is doing to them, so products who fend off aging and deal with health issues will obviously continue to boom. Businesses that focus on retirement issues will do very well. The crux of it will start with boomers actually having enough money to retire in the first place. So businesses that offer a way to make money will obviously flourish. So a quick recap. What are the needs of the baby boomers now? Again, remember that they are roughly between 45 and 65 years old. That means they would be looking for things like health and wellness products, vanity, anti-aging, retirement products and services, money to retire, estate planning. Okay, so now that you know this large trend actually exists and you know exactly what types of products and services this group is after, congratulations, you now know more than 99% of everyone in the world about business. Now back to the divisions. So supplements and skincare are the big traffic generators, while the smaller divisions represent market need that is not quite big enough to support a billion-dollar company on their own, but nonetheless can be extremely profitable for both the company and the distributor. Now, I have never seen a company that has gotten this right, and I'll tell you why I think that is. It's because I've never met a company that knew who they were. In other words, network marketing companies often think that they are product companies, and they are not, at least they shouldn't be. So when I look at Ariix and what it is doing, one thing is for sure, Ariix knows that it is an opportunity company. It knows that its job is to offer opportunity to people who want to build their own business, utilizing the resources of the company. So this model concept is very, very significant and is one of the biggest contributing factors in the success of not only this company, but also you and your ability to make multiple streams of income within one network marketing company. And I will repeat that for you guys. Your ability to make multiple streams of income within one network marketing company. And this is the primary reason I chose Ariix. Now you might be thinking, John, isn't this just another health company? What's the big deal? Let me explain. Product procurement, meaning getting the product, is such a simple thing, which is why I was kind of making fun of the whole stumbling upon a magical fruit plant rock story earlier. Seriously, think about that for a second. Funding is the easy part of building an MLM. Anyone that says that we've got great funding, we're out of debt, it's crap. It's not hard to get funding. Getting funding is the easy part. So let me ask you, with $100 million, what science couldn't you get? What products couldn't you create? No, funding science, creating exceptional products, that is the easy part. Nothing amazing happens there. What's so difficult is finding high integrity people who make good decisions consistently. That, my friend, is a real challenge, and what I'm talking about mainly is the corporate team. So the concept at Ariix is a 360-degree health phenomenon, with all the divisions I explained earlier, which at Ariix we call Panoptic Health. You see, I own a fitness facility and have been in fitness professional for the past 7 years. I have seen supplement companies come and go more times than I can count, and most companies' products, plain and simple, are no good, and a lot are even toxic. But there's another facet of optimum health that a lot of people don't know, understand, or even heard of, and that is the fact that taking vitamins alone will not make you healthy. Neither will drinking clean water, taking a juice shot, or eating organic seaweed. Doing just one of any of those things will not cut it. The truth of the matter is that you have to live your life within 360 degrees of health. For instance, taking vitamins but living in a toxic home will never lead you to optimum health. Why? Because if you cut a 4-inch by 4-inch square piece of your carpet and put it in a jar with a couple of rats, those rats will be dead by the morning because of the toxic fumes of the glue that come out of the carpet. Another example is a baby can't be healthy if mama's not healthy, right? So if mom is ingesting toxic chemicals through means of her skincare line, sodium fluoride toothpaste, aluminum-based deodorant, which is a poisonous neurotoxin that accumulates in the body, how does she ever expect to give birth to a healthy baby? Or how about taking a weight loss product and not eating right? I've seen this more times than I'd like to admit. You can be sure you aren't going to get the results that you want. You might lose some weight for a while, but you're not going to be on your path to optimum health and fitness. Or how about being healthy financially, mentally, emotionally? These are all very important parts of living a well-balanced life and will be part of the Healthy Finances and Healthy Mind divisions at Ariix. All these things have to work synergistically for the human potential to be fully unleashed, and that is what the goal is at Ariix, and our tagline is unleashing the human potential for good. So at Ariix, the whole company's philosophy is to be on the cutting edge of everything health, fitness, and financially related, so we can build an optimally healthy human being. So that is why at Ariix we have the healthy body, healthy baby, healthy mind, healthy finance, etc. for complete panoptic health. Panoptic meaning 360 degrees of health. So does Ariix have the mojo? Ariix put in 20,000 people in its first 3.5 months, and I know a lot of people are not going to understand how significant that number is, but let me just say that is an insane amount of growth. You want to know something else that excites me so much about Ariix? Of course you do. Ariix is already open in China. Now, a lot of people still, again, might not quite understand how unbelievably awesome this is either, and how it will radically affect your business. But get this, how does an extra $1 billion in volume being paid out sound? Paid out to distributors. Does that get your attention? Companies have spent years trying to get their license approved to sell and build their network marketing companies in China, and most never get in, period, because China has such tough guidelines and strict regulations. But not with the experienced executive team at Ariix. Nope, they waltzed right in there and got themselves set up to do business in the largest exporting country in the world in a matter of a couple of months, thanks to the business wisdom and knowledge of the network marketing industry. And I just want to add something real quick. In today's economy, you want and need your company to be doing business in the countries that are actually exporting goods. Here's another point. People are worried about the US dollar going down, hyperinflating, crashing, or whatever else. But here's what is so great about this. If the US dollar went down, but you have business moving in other countries, especially countries that are exporting goods, the currency will be converted to wherever you live. So basically, it doesn't matter. If China's currency becomes worth 200 times the US dollar, then when someone buys $100 worth of products in China, the currency and your commission, more importantly, will just be converted to show the difference. When I realized this about network marketing, I was so excited. I realized that standard businesses kept you tied into one economy. But when I also saw what Ariix was doing and positioning the company for optimum growth, worldwide expansion, and training top-notch distributors to execute the plan, I was blown away. So if this sounds like something you are interested in, let's get you started today. You can own a position in this company for as little as $379.95. Just put your name, number, and email in the fields below, and I'll be contacting you shortly. Or if you are just super pumped and want to get on the phone right now, give me a call at 661-505-8575 as soon as this presentation is over. If I miss you, leave me a message, and I promise I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you decide this isn't for you, hey, no big deal. It's not for everyone. But the fact that you watched this entire presentation makes me believe that you saw something in Ariix that corresponds with your moral compass and the direction you want your life to go. It makes me believe that you are one of the few who has what it takes to turn this global economic meltdown into the opportunity of a lifetime and become a recession-made millionaire. And in case you didn't know, the longer a recession lasts and the deeper it affects the economy, the more opportunity there is for you. More millionaires are made post-recession from the choices they made during the recession than any other time in history. Let's take a quick look at some of the few successful distributors Ariix has that knew becoming a part of this company at the beginning was going to be an opportunity of a lifetime. Tim Sales, we already talked about, is a seven-figure earner. He's a creator of Billion Compensation, #1 selling MLM education video on the planet. He has created dozens of training courses for the MLM industry and has consulted numerous network marketing companies. He is without a doubt one of the top MLM trainers in the world. Robert Allen, a lot of you guys have seen his face, probably in Barnes & Noble. He's the author of 10 books that have been on the New York Times bestseller list, including Multiple Streams of Income, Nothing Down, and Cash in a Flash. Robert left a $5 million position to join Ariix, and Robert Allen is a distributor in Ariix. He's not just paid to be some celebrity for Ariix. He's a distributor building his team, and that's something I want you guys to take into consideration, is that Tim Sales is also building a team. And if you know when you want to get into a network marketing company at the right time, you want to get in when the leaders are building their teams. Not 5-10 years down the road where they're sitting pretty with their $1 million a month incomes. You want to go when the company's in momentum and building. Tony and Marsha Hughes, seven-figure earners. After being unlawfully terminated by their former company, Tony and Marsha joined Ariix. Tony said they have earned more in the Ariix Luxury Bonus Program in just the past 6 months than they did in almost 3 years with their previous company. If you're not earning 6 figures a year in passive residual income, you really need to reach out to us. Ariix is breaking all the records, and that's Tony's words. Lynn Allen Johnson, she's a great lady. She's an author, entrepreneur, trainer, and self-made millionaire. She's also listed as one of the top 21 greatest networkers in the world in John Milton Fogg's recently released book, The Greatest Networkers in the World. Steve Swartz, he's a multiple six-figure earner in MLM and is a master trainer at teaching you how to stay cool when talking with prospects and overcoming objections, and that's because Steve is just such a cool guy, and he's one of my mentors and has been a great help to me in building my business. Stefan Page, another one of my mentors who I love, he was working with another MLM company for the past 5 years, and he replaced that income in his first 2 months with Ariix. Rick Billings. Rick said, it's like being on the launch of Microsoft. I'm sure a lot of people have said, I should have. Well, now you can. Duke. Here's a picture of Duke and his team after taking this photo. Duke said, not bad for 7 months. All reps and no guests. Would have been nice to show all of the teams from our organization and not just the ones from California. Duke is killing it. And then there's me, 23-year-old six-figure earner and direct response offline and online marketer, and I see Ariix as the biggest opportunity of my lifetime. If you decide that MLM is the route you want to take, then you need to be a part of this company. Just think of this. Ariix has a corporate structure built to last. World-class, unsurpassable distributor training, and a business model set in front of one of the largest current expanding trends in the world, with multiple divisions of product lines second to none of anything in the industry. That is what's so exciting. So become a partner of Ariix. Let us train you on how to invite, present, and teach the MLM business. We'll get you past every frustration that's delaying your success, and we will train you both online and offline. Lead generation is going majorly online, and most companies want to stay away from it and tell the distributors that they don't need to do anything online, just talk to your friends and family. Ariix is not like that. We're very much based with marketing online and offline and doing everything possible to generate the most amount of leads and grow people's businesses as quickly as possible so you get into profit and start living the lifestyle you dreamed of. We will take you by the hand and give you a proven business model and success blueprint to get you on the fast track to network marketing success. Our team has over 125 years of combined experience in the MLM industry for an unstoppable training ground that new network marketing legends will emerge from. Will you be one of them? We have the corporate experience, Tim sells, multiple divisions, we're open in China. We have the training, the products, the team, and most importantly, we have the blueprint. The blueprint on how to market this entire empire together in a seamlessly simple yet highly effective way to give you the ability to generate unlimited amount of income. So again, if you're ready to pull the trigger and get started on making your dreams a reality, then all you need to do is put your name, phone number, and email in the form below. I will contact you shortly to get your business set up and have you hit the ground running immediately so you can start building the lifestyle of your dreams. Or you can call me now as soon as this webinar is over at 661-505-8575. As you can see, I got my caffeine buzz ready, so I'm ready to stay up and talk to you. Any additional questions? Maybe you're not quite ready to pull the trigger, but you want to talk to me? Go ahead, call. Let's get chatting and see if we can figure this out and get you started on being a partner. And notice I say partner of Ariix. And if you decide not to join us, I wish you the best in whichever business path you choose. I always want you to be successful. So educate yourself, take action, and make things happen. Thank you for being here today, and I hope to work with you soon. This is John Thompson.